A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel. For those who are returning subscribers, thank you so much for being here. For members, those who have joined the channel, people who are looking for live channelings, they must join this channel and they can get live channelings. Today, most probably, I would do a live channeling session in the evening time. Also, I want to say that this is a collective message and this is for many people who are on this journey. When I say many people, as it is, not many people on planet Earth are on ascension, because this is a world full of 8.5 billion people. It's a hugely overpopulated place already. But with our inner work, we can heal and recreate our ecosystem. So all these downloaded messages are being sent to those who are working on themselves, who are healing themselves, and who are 100% sure to be on this path. Some of you might be doing an on and off thing, like, on some days you're like, I don't want to do inner work, it's too tough, it's too hard. And then you're coming back to it, because then you realize that when you go back to the materialistic world, it's like so much worse and so much bad, that this is much better to be by yourself, to be in solitude, to enjoy everything, and to understand why these situations are being thrown at you. Not only you are healing yourself by healing all the templates that you are working on, the wounded templates, but as you heal your templates, you also heal your ecosystem and surroundings and your own reality. So it's a very big thing. And collectively, when a lot of people do this, they have the power and strength and courage to shift the energy of the earth, which is otherwise wounded, make it healthier and full of freedom and limitless potentials. So in this channeling session, I am talking about people who are going through an experience, or they are going through conclusions that there are some people around them who don't understand them or resonate with them at all. Or if they do, it's very little. It's only on the materialistic levels. And some of these people are double-faced, which means that they have a different face on the front for others, but in their mind or in their heads, they have completely opposite dialogue going on. So for example, they meet you on your face, they're really nice to you, they're really sweet to you, they're really polite, they're like very funny, humorous, all of that. Like they're so good with being a likable person, but inside their minds, they are not really so nice to you, or they are having a negative conversation. So these people, whether they look happy from outside or not, that is not our concern. But we need to understand that real people are same on the face and they're same on the back. Real people, if they don't like something, it will be very evident, and that's exactly how it should be. And real people, if they're happy or if they're lovable, they are going to reflect that, and they will do it. They will do it fearlessly. So the problem right now with wounded templates, with people who have wounded templates, is that whenever they say something truthful, or they say the right things, or they say the correct things, they end up feeling guilty, because they are usually ganged up upon by others, which means they've always noticed or felt, even in childhood, or it's happening since childhood, that they are just, say, one individual who speaks the absolute truth, who is not scared of materialistic things, who is not even into materialistic things like showing off or displaying whatever they have, like, oh, look at me, I'm so happy, my life is so great. They've never done that, and they also don't have so many materialistic desires, okay? So that's why they have also been at the receiving end, and they have been labeled as the black sheep of the family or the family group they belong to, or the people who have raised them, say, a group of 10 people, 15 people, 20 people, 30, 40, even 50. So some of these people come from huge families or joint families or big setups, so they can have more people. But all of these people, it's crazy because a lot of them don't match with them. Their nature or their talks or their thinking don't match. So they have been making this person, the one that I'm channeling today, making this person feel that you are wrong. So they have been raised in situations or places where the shame, guilt is too high. And because the guilt and shame factor is too high, because they've constantly been told that you should not speak like this, you should not be like this, it's not good, what will people think of you, what will people say? Or whenever they say something nice, the others try to put them down, try to bring them down. They will say things like, oh, you talk too much, oh, I don't understand the things you say, like you are like this, you are like that. Or they will just listen to you in a very bored manner, or they will judge you a lot, even though you're saying the right things. For example, you're talking about vegetarianism, okay, to your family members, and they all eat non-veg food, and you're telling them that, look, it's not good for you, it's not healthy. And I'm not saying that you should not eat meat or anything, I'm not against it. If you want, it's your life, you do whatever you want, but I'm telling you that health wise it's not good, because the material, like the chicken or the mutton that you're eating, it comes from traumatized animals. It comes from animals who, since their birth, are kept in artificial conditions, or they are kept in cages. And they are like small cages, and in that one small cage there are, say, 10 hens who are constantly laying eggs. Like, they don't get any outside air, they don't get to walk around freely, they don't get to breathe freely. They're literally stuck in that cage forever. They shit there, they eat there, they live there, they drink water there, and they're laying eggs constantly. So these hens are extremely sick, they're extremely unhealthy, and they are in huge trauma. The trauma energy in them is extremely high. Okay, and they have many diseases also, like cancer or tumor, and they're constantly given antibiotics, a lot of medicines, so that they just live. After 2 years they cannot live or exist, or they fall extremely sick. So these chickens or these hens are also cut and they are sold off in the market. No one is really checking their condition, their health condition, how bad they are living, how badly they're living, how unhealthy they are, how depressed they are, how traumatized they are. And these chicken, which is converted into meat, is being sold off like everywhere. And this is not happening just in one country or two, it is happening everywhere. Every part of the world it is happening. And the same hens are laying eggs. And those chickens, those chicks, they don't get any mother's love, they don't get any nurturing, they don't get to play in nature, they don't get to go out, they don't live a normal life. They live a very deprived, depressed, lonely, secluded, a very, very sad, a sadistic life. And I was watching a documentary the other day, and I was shocked to see that all the people who sell these eggs and chickens, these hens, they don't eat them themselves. They're all vegetarians. You know why? Because they know the truth behind it. They know the truth behind this meat business. But say if you are the person who decides to not, consume these products, and you want, like, you're a caring person, because the person I'm channeling, these are kind, compassionate, kind-hearted human beings who genuinely, since their childhood, they care a lot for their family members, because that's how their nature is. At that point in time, they don't know what their mission is. They don't know that they're here to serve many people, and those people would be their soul family, not just their biological connections. Yeah, if in their biological connections, there is some child who is like them, who's an empath, who's a sensitive, or who's a light worker, they would definitely, pull that kid out. But again, that kid also has to do a lot of hard work, because the family members who have already labeled the person I'm channeling as a black sheep or a problematic child or a problematic person of the family would definitely not want another child to walk on their path, even though they don't understand that they are the ones who are problematic and they are the ones who are living in low vibrational, low frequency energies. So even if you tell them, if you resonate with this channeling, even if you tell them something that is for their good, something which is going to benefit their health, something that is going to benefit their health, their overall well-being, their overall lifestyle, their happiness quotient, their problems can be reduced, they don't want to listen to that person, because these people, these materialistic people also have a big ego. And I'm telling you, this is not just in elders or adults, this is also in teenagers. Some of these teenagers are so egotistical. You tell them one good thing, or you treat them in a way that has more discipline or more truth, they will not like you. They will literally go back to all the toxic people around them, because they're all birds of the same feather. Birds of the same feather flock together. So everyone needs to work hard to be in your vibration. And most of the people, they don't understand this for a long time, that they are the ones who's right, because they've been programmed multiple times, countless times. They have been programmed so many times by different techniques and tools. For example, via body language, via tonality, via ignoring, via making fun, via mocking, poking, and by also boycotting this person. So whosoever I'm channeling must have felt that their own people have boycotted them on many levels. On various occasions, they were made to feel that, you know what, you don't know shit, you don't know anything, so why don't you just stay out of it? Why don't you do this? Why don't you not do this? Or why don't you, be like this or be like that? So, and sometimes they've even said things like, you embarrass us, okay? In front of the other people, you embarrass us. So today in this channeling session, the people that I'm channeling today in this channeling session, and the people I'm channeling today anyway. So these people need to understand that the worst feelings are guilt and shame. And a lot of people have collectively, just the way you are getting a collective download which is meant for your healing, just the same way a lot of people have collectively contributed to create a lot of guilt and shame in your reality, so that you live in extremely low vibrational energies. Because in extremely low vibrational energies, people are stuck in hell dimensions. It may look like, oh yeah, this person is living as a human being, as a body, going to the office, but you don't know what's happening inside their head, and you don't know what's happening in their energy body. Okay, so guilt makes a person question everything they do. No matter what you say and do, even if it's the right thing, even if it's the correct thing, you are going to question it, and it will form a heavy feeling in your heart. Because these people will always behave and always try to seclude you. They will always try to make you feel that you don't belong. You don't belong to their gang, but they still want to carry you around because your energy is very good. You are a person who other people will always like. Within your family, within your relatives, maybe even your relatives will like you, but your immediate biological family will always be cautious around you, or they'll act like, because they know that you are very blunt, you're very straightforward, you will say whatever is there on your mind, you will not shy away from speaking the truth, you will not do anything dramatic, you also don't like to participate in activities that are very melodramatic, or which are like literally copying each other, and you're also not into materialistic things. But healing is not easy, my dear friends, and the problem arises when 50% of you is empathetic, sensitive, spiritual, truthful, but the 50% of you is living in low vibrational energies, because you also are attached with these people. You are still not able to detach yourself from these type of people. And I'm not saying you should fight with them. I'm not saying you should quarrel with them, or you should create drama, or you should, do anything. You simply need to detach from them. You stop taking things personally. If they make fun of you, if they say, oh, you are such a weird person, in different ways, as I said, like by ignoring you, or by making fun of you, or by, using a certain type of tone with you, or by poking, fun at the intelligent things you talk about. Say, if you're talking about spiritual lifestyle, living healthy, eating healthy, not being in lust, not doing things which are not good for your growth, for your mental growth, or for happiness quotient, they will tell you you're stupid, but they will tell you in different ways. You are smart enough to figure that out. And if you have experienced this type of isolation, or this type of getting ignored or getting mocked at, please comment about it and do mention about it. Share your story with all the people who are watching or listening to this video right now, this channeling right now. Now, I'm being told that some of you who have done good amount of inner work, you have realized that people who don't understand you or resonate with you, you have to stop sharing with them or oversharing with them. Some of you also have this habit that needs to go away, where you know that they will not understand you, but instead of remaining silent, instead of remaining quiet, instead of just observing, just doing your personal things, you also talk to them a lot, you share a lot with them, you speak a lot to them, you are mentioning a lot of details to them which they don't resonate with at all. In some cases, they will resonate like 50% or 60%, 40%, 30%, even 10-20%. In some cases, they will not resonate with you at all. So the only thing they can do is either they will pull you down by saying that you are just bullshitting. But when you do great amount of inner work, and when you have other people coming to you, and I'm talking about those who are doing active mission work, or they are doing some kind of business or profession which is doing well. So all businesses and all professions are not necessarily supposed to be in inner work. I know a lot of people, personally I know them, who are running a business, they are making money, but all of that money, say they are running a cloth business, a clothes related business, they are selling clothes, or they're doing some other thing, but they are making money, all of that money, because these people are usually very independent. All the people who are doing mission work are so independent that they can manage their personal expenses really well. In fact, they don't have so many personal expenses. They have like very basic personal expenses which are required, because they will not eat anything bad, they will not go to fancy places, they just don't like it, they will not buy branded clothes, they will live very simple lives because they just enjoy to be like that. They will dress up well, maybe for their own selves, not to show off to others. So they can buy clothes from anywhere. They can buy clothes from like street shops also, flea markets also. They can do so many things that other people cannot even imagine, but they will look so presentable. They are not so money conscious or show off conscious. Whatever they do it for themselves. Okay, so they build resources, they make money, but they are doing it to create a platform, or they are doing it to support other people, to help other people run their families, or they will be conducting some kind of activities wherein they would be feeding some people, say hungry people or hungry animals, or they will be providing medical care to others, or they will be creating some kind of setup which can employ other people. So they may not be making so much money, but they could be running some really amazing business. So when a person is mission oriented and very, very independent, then the others cannot mock them because they are independent. They cannot mock them, or they cannot truly like straight away flat face discard them, or like say that, oh, you don't know shit, you're so stupid. They can't say that. Maybe in the past they were doing it, but with time they cannot do that, because you are going to command respect. Not demand, but command respect. Automatically they will have to respect you. They will have to carry you around, or they will have to hang out with you They have to make sure that you participate in most of the occasions, even if you're not there 100% times. You're so busy, and maybe they are busy too. They will have to. But remember, they are also very image conscious. So they cannot cut off a person who's doing so well independently and individually. But whenever you're around them, they will definitely act like they know better. They know better. Oh, you're just doing great. So it's a combination. And it truly depends on the level of inner work or the level of mission work stage you have reached. If you still depend on them for every single thing, if you still act very clueless, if you still don't do inner work, like on and off you do inner work, then you will fall into stages where you will get extremely affected by them. You will take it personally, or you will take it personally on and off. But even that should be used for your inner work. So every time you feel bad about anything they say to you, you're hurt by them, it's time to go within. You need to question yourself, why am I getting hurt right now? Why am I taking this personally? Why are their statements or their behaviors or their attitudes affecting me right now? Because it is all inside. So I need to heal something inside me. Okay? So most of you will stop sharing with these people. You will just listen to them, because for you, their behaviors, their tactics, their body language, their lifestyle, which is so confusing even for them, because on the face they are something else, and behind, in their own heads, they are something else. They don't have a correct connection. They are not Tathagat. Tathagat means a person who thinks, says and does the same things. In Sanskrit language, we have this word called Tathagat. Whatever you think, you say that and you do that. But these people are not like that. The worldly people, the materialistic people, the 3D people, they think something else, they say something else, and they do something else. So that's why they don't have a connection. You know why we say they don't have a connection, they are not connected with themselves? This is the reason why. Because they are so confused that do they need to please the outside world? Do they need to please the other people, or do they need to please themselves? If they are going to please themselves, like not in a vanity way, not in a prideful way, but in a humble way, in a loving, kind way, because you cannot be kind to other people if you're not kind to yourself. Okay, so the channeling is actually talking to people who are at various levels of inner work, where they have started realizing, I feel much better when I don't talk to them, when I don't share with them. Because if I talk to them, if I share with them, they will not understand me. Sometimes it's very sad that you share something very painful to them, something which has traumatized you for many, many years. You share it with them, but they don't have any sympathy or empathy. Okay, you don't want sympathy. Sympathy is for the materialistic people, but they don't have any empathy. Only few of them, just about few of them will understand your pain. They will understand the trauma that you've gone through. And even that will happen with time. It will not happen in 1 day or 2 days. It will happen over a period of time, because they will see your growth. They will see your progress. Some of them actually think, because of others, that you're a bad person, that you're a selfish person, because your own people have talked about you behind your backs. Your own people have gone to other people, neighbors or their friends or relatives or someone else they know. Your own people have told many bad things about you to them. So they don't know you directly or personally. But only when you do inner work and you start living your life and you start doing what you love, freely, confidently, you start making your own money, you're independent, you're taking care of other things, you have a mission, you create such a positive vibration, such a confidence around you, that they will not have an option. Even those who have heard bad things about you or wrong things about you, they will have no option but to be pulled towards you or gravitate towards you. They will be drawn towards you. They will have no option, but they will like you. They will enjoy your company. They will watch you be happy, and they will be like, oh, this person is not what, their own people have told me. Their own people have said so many bad things about this person, but that's not true at all. This person is different. This person is nicer. This person is more real, more truthful. So they would be seeking your company, and they would be seeking your company in a way that they respect you. They would want to listen to you. They would want to support you. They would want to cherish you. This is how you change those around you who have been mocking you or who have been treating you badly, because they will be like, oh, there are so many others who like them, and they probably like them more than they like us now. You see the difference? Because the one good thing about you which saves you from all of this backbiting nonsense is because whatever you say behind their backs, you say it on their faces too. So they already know what you think about them, like most people would know. So even if they go and talk negatively about you, the others who want your doom or they want you to look bad, even if they say, for example, I'll give a very cool example that will help you. For example, you have an uncle in the house, okay? You walk up to the uncle and you tell that person that, uncle, you look so sad. You look very miserable. What's wrong with you? And then you quote some situation and you quote some example and you say, well, this is what happened and this is how I sense it. So is everything okay with you? Or, in whatever way you do it. And they say, yeah, this is what it is. Now, when you're not with this person, with this uncle of yours, you're sitting with other people, you say the same thing. Maybe other people have a different opinion. Maybe they will blame that man, or they will quote some other example, whatever it is. But behind their backs, whatever you will say, they will use it against you. Remember, these people, these shallow people who are not healed, who are still suffering, who are still miserable, who are still in the materialistic 3D reality, who don't know much, who don't even know that they are also in pain, they will use whatever you say and they will share it with the same person. But because you have already said it to them, they will be like, yeah, I know they already said it to me. But what they will realize is that how do they know this? Like, how do these bunch of people know this? It means that they have been talking about me behind my back. Because for you, they already know you have said the same thing to them on their faces. But to the others who walk up to you, it is pretty much evident that they have been having a group conversation or a separate conversation about them without their knowledge. So they will not feel so bad about what you have said as much as they will feel bad about what they are saying, because they are not even taking their own names. That we feel this way or we think this way. Rather, they are using your name to say something mean to them. Like, so and so said this for you. And the other person is like, I already know it. They already said it to me. So this is your saving grace. Basically, because you're saying behind the back and on the faces of the people, even if they feel bad, they will feel bad for 10-15 minutes, for a day. But later on, they will not feel bad because they know that you are more genuine than others. Slowly and gradually, every single person or most people around you will realize that you are more genuine than others. Now, let me tell you one thing, guys. Let me give you a warning, a friendly warning or disclaimer, that the bad people, they don't vanish. The evil people don't vanish. They're always around. They're always trying to do something or the other. But what will change with time, with inner work? When you stop oversharing, or when you stop talking to them, and most importantly, when you stop relying on them. You can even share with them. I would say you can share with them. You can say whatever you want, do whatever you want. But you don't rely on them and you don't have any expectations from them. You don't take anything they do to you personally. You know that they are not healed when you know that it will not affect you the way it is affecting you right now. Or maybe it has affected you in the past. Or maybe sometimes it comes back to affect you, but other days you're okay with it. Because you have stopped sharing those aspects with them which they don't deserve. They don't deserve those parts of you. So you don't share it with them. As simple as that. Okay? So this is a wonderful channeling. Now, before I wrap it up completely, I have one more point to say. Before I share that point, I also want to share with all of you, my soul family members, that from now onwards, I would be filtering the people who come to therapy and the people who come for personal sessions. Because in the past, I have noticed that some of the people who came for therapy for me, they were not good people and they were just there to take my energy, steal my energy, or they were in their lives doing some really horrible things to other people. Like really horrible things, which I found out later on, thanks to the spiritual modalities I have, and thanks to the masters who protect me, and they have a very strong shield around me. So I found out certain things, some very evil things, some very inhuman things those people have been doing, but they were pretending to be students or they were pretending to be light workers, but they are not. These are called spiritual dacoits. They are spiritual thieves. So they have a very spiritual image, but they're actually energy vampires, hardcore narcissistic people, and they have a big ego. Okay. So I will from now onwards shortlist. So you have to mail me. If you want a reading from me, if you want a personal session from me, you have to send a mail on my email ID, the sunamoon@gmail.com. And don't worry, not so many people are like this. Okay. Don't worry that you will get rejected or you will get cancelled. I just want to make sure that I filter out those people once. And I've been guided to do this. I've been guided to say this to you all because my masters, they want me to give this knowledge and to give this counseling, to give this love to those who deserve it. We don't want people who are stealing other people's energy in the name of spirituality. By using the name of Lord Sri Ram and Sita, by wanting to heal their chakras, because this work is such an important work. Aligning yourself with your chakras, this is the highest form of inner work that you are doing. And I've already told you guys that I don't take donations. Like if someone gives it to me on their own, it's okay. Okay, but if I don't go up to people and say, give me donations, give me donations. I work every day. I work hard every single day. These downloads, they're not easy to make. You have to record them. You have to edit them. You have to make points. And you have to also live a lifestyle. You have to live a vegetarian lifestyle. You have to live a lifestyle where you are alone, where you are in solitude, where nobody is disturbing you constantly. You have to wake up early in the morning. You have to meditate daily. You have to eat healthy food and you have to exercise. I exercise every day, okay? Because if I don't exercise, I will not be fit and energetic. And I also make friends and I also hang out with people who are also mission oriented. Obviously, we meet people who try to stop us and create problems in our mission. That's a part of it. Sometimes we enjoy it. These challenges are very enjoyable and it's okay because we always learn things. But we have to live a lifestyle which is not easy. People like us, we cannot live with materialistic people. We can live with them for a day or 2 or 3, but then we have to come back to our own realities, in our own ecosystems we have to live. So it's not easy, to do this work. So this work is something which comes from a lot of love and compassion, and it's not been easy otherwise also. It has been a life full of struggles. If I'm healing your templates, which means maybe you have 10 templates that need to be healed via therapy, because you cannot heal these problems in a day or 2. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes surrender. If somebody has a big ego and they cannot listen to truth, they cannot listen to the teacher. If you cannot listen to the teacher who's helping you, if you cannot surrender to the teacher's spiritual modalities and techniques, then how will you surrender to masters and source? Because masters and source, they are using the teacher as a medium to help you out. And surrender is one of the most important stages of the Twinflame ascension journey, be it the starseed ascension journey, because the stages are the same for everyone. They may be non-linear, but they are same for everyone. So you have to write a mail to me, but once again, please don't tell me everything about your journey. Just tell me who you are. Tell me that I need a reading or I need a therapy and I live in so and so place. You have to mention whether you live in India, whether you live in some other country, your time zone, just the basic things, and then I will just access your energy. And I'm sharing this in advance so that you are aware that you would be filtered. And I'm saying again, don't take it personally, guys. This is being done for the collective healing. Not so many people are like this. So maybe 10 out of 1 person can be like this. So I have to make sure that that 1 person is filtered out. Okay. So I hope you understand, because if I'm not going to stay healthy and happy, if I'm not in a great state of mind, and I am surrounded by energy thieves, energy vampires, then how am I going to help other people, right? So already I have created a shield, because even for you guys, you also have to learn to filter these people out. These hardcore narcissistic people with evil intentions, they can only use materialistic tactics to bring you down. Please remember this. All of their tactics are going to be only materialistic by nature. They cannot win from you via spiritual tactics because they don't know anything. And the only person who can give them power to do so is you. If you take the power away, they cannot do shit. They can only badmouth you, but then that will make them look worse. Because they don't know what they're saying. They will speak gibberish. They will speak half knowledge based things, half or maybe 10-20% they know because they've heard it on the internet. They've seen some people say certain things, so they just want to mimic it because they want to create a spiritual image. They will not come to you, and I'm talking about you right now, the people I'm channeling. This is the last point I wanted to add. They are not coming to you. The evil-minded people, the people with evil intentions, they are coming to you because they want to see, they want to find out, they want to know what makes you so amazing. What makes you so damn amazing, so damn individualistic, so damn independent, so damn attractive, and so damn glowy. Because you're going to shine wherever you go. You're going to glow wherever you go. So they want to know what makes you glow. What's this? Where is this light coming from? They want to steal it because they have not yet surrendered. They have a very big ego which needs a lot of massaging, which you will not give to them. Obviously, you're not going to massage their ego at all. They will be bad-mouthing you. They will be backbiting you because this is the only thing they know. And they will use some cheap materialistic tactics to make you feel bad. Actually, they will be feeling bad at the end because you know what? They will lose you. They will lose a person like you. They will lose access to this wonderful knowledge, the wonderful lifestyle that you have. They will lose it forever. And to be in your energy cycle or energy circle in your periphery, these people would have to work very hard because you are going to cut them out from your life. You may have a materialistic conversation with some of them, which is purely 3D, because you know we live in the materialistic world as well. So sometimes we need to do our duty. Sometimes we need to take care of our responsibilities, right? So you can have those small talks with them, but that's it. They lose access to you. It will be their loss. And they will know this in time. Maybe for some time, maybe initially they will jump a lot. They will float around. They will be like very happy. Oh, I put this person down. Oh, I did this. Oh, I did that. That's it. Only for some time they can do it. Later on, it's a long journey for them because they will lose out on a wonderful person. As I said, they will lose the access to a wonderful energy which can heal them, which can uplift them, which can do so much for them. So it is their loss, not yours. Let them do it. Some of the people will learn this way. They will not learn any other way. So you have to enjoy your life and live your life to the fullest. You need to release the guilt and shame. Whether you do it via therapy, whether you get into counseling, whether you do it by your own self, that is completely up to you. And also guys, before you write the email to me, I request you to go through the description box. You have to be 100% sure. If you're not 100% sure, I've been saying this in every single channeling. Most channelings I've said this. You have to be 100% sure that you're entering therapy, because therapy requires you to surrender to the spiritual modalities. Therapy requires you to be present. Therapy is like not happening as per your mood all the time. Although I understand if you go through some sickness, if you're going through some problem in the family, or you have like huge busy schedule, I also give people that leeway and that leverage. Sometimes we postpone the sessions. We don't do any which way sessions every now and then. It doesn't work like that. If you say take chakra alignment therapy and you have 7 sessions, the 7 sessions cannot happen back to back, because as soon as you join the therapy, things will start shifting. Because energetically, I have already received the exchange. So from my end, the work starts exactly at that minute. But in your case, it will take time, because you have so many wounds, you have so much trauma, you have dealt with so many things, that slowly and gradually, with every session, with every assignment that you do, even in your reality, you will start observing shifts and changes. For some people, they start seeing some mystical things also happen to them. They have reported to me that I had this mystical experience or that. And some of the people continue to come back to me for more therapy, because they enjoy it so much, because it helps them so much. You don't have to leave your life for it. Like, you don't have to go anywhere. It's not like for this type of therapy you have to go to a cave or you have to travel anywhere. You continue to live your life and everything starts happening on its own, and therapy goes on side by side. So on the weekends we connect the sessions, or on the days when you have work offs, you'll have a 2 or 3 hour session. That is to touch base with you. That is to see where you've reached and what your condition is. The egotistical people, I will request you, if you have a big ego, do not join therapy. It's my humble request to you. Please, do not join therapy. But if you are willing to kill your ego, if you're willing to get out of the repetitive dark night of the souls, then you have to make sure that your ego is dead. Only then your soul can flourish. So for personal situations and for therapies, check out the description box. Once you're sure, write to me. Don't share too much about your journey. You know how much to share. You would know. Don't share too much about your journey. Little bit, yes, it's okay that this is why I'm taking this session or this is why I'm coming to you. But don't share the whole history about it. Behind the scenes, we will talk about it on the session. Okay? And yes, you can get my book In the Name of Love on Amazon Kindle. Only buy Amazon Kindle copy. Don't buy the paperback copy, because the paperback copy is not the latest edited version. So you will lose out on something if you are going to get that particular paperback copy. If you're not able to buy, by any chance you're not able to buy the book, let me know. Please let me know that I was not, able to purchase it on Kindle. Other than that, everything is great. I just came back from Ayodhya. This is the place where Lord Sri Ram and Sita are born. So I will be sharing some very interesting content. So you can also subscribe to the Sunamoon vlogs, where I would be sharing longer vlogs about this journey. And on this channel, I would be sharing tidbits, little bit here and there, because I want to keep these two channels little separate. The vlogs and the content on the metaphysics stuff. Everything that you're doing is actually Indian metaphysics. And when I say the word Indian, it's not just a location. Anybody who lives indigenous lifestyle actually is an Indian. That's why the Americans, before they were colonized, the Native Americans were called Red Indians. And in many parts of the world, it is the indigenous people who are the actual live wires. And these people are the ones who are the light workers. So some of you actually in your ancestors also had these people. And you, due to the grace of God and due to the journey that you're on, you are being given their gifts. Like generation upon generation upon generation, the gifts are passed on to you. It might have been dormant in some of the person and their job was only to pass it on to you, but you are gifted because some of your ancestors were gifted and they were living the indigenous lifestyle. And by this passing on, they have ensured that by the time it reaches you, you are well equipped and you have used your potentials to create an ecosystem which is suitable for the upcoming generations. You are going to help your upcoming generations By living in truth and by creating a high vibrational reality, a healed ecosystem, you are going to give a gift to your coming generations, and that is also a part of your mission work to create better education and to create a healthy lifestyle on planet Earth, to be a giver. Always be a giver, not a taker, because you can take energy from masters and source and then you can distribute it to others and give it to those who deserve it. So, one love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.